Welcome back for day 6 Olympic coverage. We got Josh, we got Richie, and we're about to fill you in all the Canadian news that you need to know.
And there was a whole lot of it from yesterday. A busy day for the Canadians, and it was a good day. We'll start it off right out of the gates. Isabelle Weidman, get that name in your head. She just won the silver medal in the 5,000 meters, losing to Irene Schouten, who's just been dominating the game so far. So that's her second medal. I'm not sure if she has any other events, but if she does, keep an eye because she is making a statement.
Possible Canadian flag bearer.
Definitely an early candidate.
Closing.
For sure.
Elliot Groden, he claimed a silver in snowboarding cross. He was so close. I mean, inches away from a gold. That's a fast event. There's not much room for error in that one.
Yeah, it was a photo finish. He started out in first, which was great because we saw in the women's snowboard cross that the positions didn't change throughout the whole race. But who caught him?
The hammer. The hammer caught him.
Hammer, the Austrian, Alessandro Hammerle. He was slowly eating away at his lead throughout the whole race and then passed him at the very end. Made for a pretty exciting finish. Unfortunately, we came out on the wrong end of it. Yeah. But there was a new event at this year's games, the aerial mixed ski, and Team Canada claimed the bronze. This is their first medal in aerial skiing ever, and let alone they got it in the first time that the mixed was in the game. So they just need a little help from the men's and the women's. They had to come together.
Unite.
And it was super clutch. They needed their last trick. It was like this guy's most difficult trick that he has. He absolutely stomped it, put them into first place, and then the two teams after them passed them, but they were guaranteed a medal at that point. So.
And the next bronze we got is James Crawford. He's been in pretty well every alpine event you can name. And he finally comes away with a medal in the men's alpine combined.
It's the first medal for Canada ever in this event, so definitely a good step forward for Canadian downhill skiing.
Can only imagine how hard this event is.
Especially after competing in Super G already, and I think he came fourth in that.
And Solomon, too, I think he did.
Now we'll head over to the rink. We had the men's hockey. They started off 1-0, beating Germany 5-1. That just wrapped up a couple hours ago, so we weren't sure what the new Team Canada was going to look like without the NHL players there, but they look to be working together pretty nice.
Still looking pretty good, yeah. And in the women's hockey, that's no different story because they're still working together very well. Still holding their 4-0 record. They are going to be playing in the quarterfinals tonight versus Sweden. Anything else to add in the women's hockey, Josh?
No, I mean, we're hoping to see them in the gold medal. They had a really busy schedule at the start, and things have relaxed a bit, so hopefully they can get some rest days in there, put together a solid game against the Swedes.
Now we'll hop over to the men's curling. Brad Gushu and the boys, they're putting in a good record here of a 2-0 to start. We also have an Islander on that team. Brett Gallant is the lead of that squad.
Yeah, so, good to see some Island representation at the Olympics.
He's a heavy sweeper, too.
Yeah, they'll be curling against the Swiss. He's got some big guns. Yeah. And the women's curlers, they're going to be curling off against Japan today. They have had a good start as well. They're 1-0. Jennifer Jones, she's living up to the name. You've heard that one many times before, I'm sure, from the Scotties. Not her first time representing Team Canada. Hopefully it won't be her last. She's doing a great job.
Some other Islander news you should know is the Korean women's curling coach is actually from PEI. Peter Gallant, that is Brett Gallant's father. He is the coach, so don't know what took him over to Korea. Probably curling, it sounds like. So that's cool to know.
And it's weird because Canada's coach is Swedish. You'd think that they would just stick with Peter, but yeah, we'll see. So a little bit of bias towards the Koreans for the rest of the tournament, maybe.
And, last night while you boys and girls were sleeping, we had another record. So
yeah, there was some big news over at the luge track. The Germans have absolutely dominated it. They swept all the gold medals. Natalie Geisenberger, however, has solidified herself as the GOAT of women's luge. She just claimed her third gold medal in a row in singles luge for the women's. Tobias Wendell and Tobias Ardle, though, they also won their third gold medal in a row. They are a men's doubles team. And Johannes Ludwig has finally broken through and won his first singles gold medal at the age of 35. He turns 36 in like a week. He's been cut from the Olympics twice. He's finished fourth at the World Championships like 4 or 5 times. So he finally picked up his first gold.
So a sweep for the Germans in the luge platform.
Yeah, they own the track officially.
We had no chance in the luge, but here are some Canadian Olympians that will be having a chance for gold here tonight. We have Oliver Levier, Remy Droulet, and Antoine Cyr in the men's cross-country skiing 15 kilometers. They've been in a lot of events, too. We've been saying their name, so it'd be nice for them to get rewarded here.
Yeah, we have Megan Banks, Emma Lunder, Emily Dixon, and Sarah Beaudry. They're going to be competing in the women's biathlon, 7.5 kilometer sprint. So that is the shortest race for the biathlon. Hopefully they can put together a solid race. There's 100 athletes in that race, by the way.
Wow.
I think it might be 99, but that's a lot of competition out there. It's going to be crowded.
A lot more than 98. Graham Fish and Olympic record holder Ted Jan Bloemen. They are in the 10,000-meter speed racing event here tonight. Qualifiers, so hopefully they move on and keep on pushing up the ladder. That's a long-ass race.
Yeah, that's a long-ass race. I was just thinking that 10,000 meters, that's like, I don't know, it feels like probably half a marathon on ice. Courtney Sarow and Allison Charles are in the quarterfinals for the women's 1,000-meter. That's short track speed skating. So the quarters, semis, and finals will all be tonight. Hopefully one of them can squeak into the finals and put up a good performance. We'll see.
And last but not least, we have Roni Broom, Marie-Michelle Gagnon. They're both partaking in Women's Super G. Hopefully they got the skis waxed up and ready to go because that is a quick event. You got to be on your top of the game to be placing in that. Like in every Olympic event, really, but
yeah, they'll be hitting speeds of like 140 kilometers an hour or something crazy
on skis,
like that.
People.
Yeah,
nuts.
And a special shout out, not Canadian, but the American Shaun White competing in his last Olympic Games. You can catch him in the half pipe going for gold. That's his event. He's dominated it. Hopefully, he can put together another memorable performance. So we'll take a quick look at our medal standings. Canada came away with 4 medals, but they're still sitting in 12th place, only with that 1 gold. They're going to need some more to climb up the rankings, but they are in second for total medals. But the Germans, after their luge track performance, are sitting in first, the Norwegians in second, and the Austrians in third, with the Americans sitting just off the podium.
And that is your medal rankings and your Olympic rundown for day 6. Catch you tomorrow.